Me pop up again. Too much drip, ooh. Keep it real, ooh. Too much drip, ooh. Keep it real.
Hey beauties, it's Nikea here, back with another video, of course. And as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be discussing why I chose to start my locks. If you haven't already, take one quick second, go down below, click that subscribe button. Once you do that, that bell notification button is going to pop up. Click that so that you never miss an upload. Join the club. All right, y'all, let's just get into this conversation. So I have been natural. Well, I started off natural back when it wasn't cool and back before YouTube was really a thing, before it ever even existed. I started my natural hair journey when I was in 10th grade, when I was about 15, and then I relaxed my hair when I was around 20 years old. So I was natural for 5 years before it was even cool, and then I relaxed my hair. And you can actually hear the whole journey of that. I have a video, I'll link it. It's 2 parts. And then after that, I stayed relaxed for like a year, and then I was like, this is whack. I went back natural. So I've been natural. My last relaxer was in like 2010, the end of 2010, and I did my big chop in 2011. So I've been natural for 10 plus years now, altogether. Actually 15 plus years I've been natural, which is half of my life. Wow. So I've done a lot to my natural hair. I have cut it, I have dyed it, I have straightened it, I have done twist outs, I've done protective styles, I've done weaves, I've done wigs, I've done clip-ins, I've done tracks, I've done quick weaves, I've done it all, okay? I've had short natural hair, I had long natural hair, I had medium natural hair, I had awkward phase natural hair. I feel like I've done everything, and a lot of the styles that I've done you've seen on my channel. So in 2020, as you all know, we went into quarantine because of the panoramic, and you know, I was in the house, my hair was straightened, I braided it, and I kept it in protective styles a lot during the quarantine phase of the panoramic. I had braids, I had cornrows, different size braids, just all of that, and I loved it. It was easy. I didn't have to do much to my hair but take care of my scalp and keep it moisturized. Quarantine phase of the panoramic, and even after, I was like, I like protective styles. I think I'm gonna lock my hair. I didn't know when I was gonna do it. I was just like, I'm gonna lock my hair. This is what I want to do. This is what I need to do. I decided to wait till after my birthday party because there was a style I wanted to do. So after my 32nd birthday party, I was like, okay, I'm gonna lock my hair at the end of the month. And that video is up on my channel. As you can see, I locked my hair. Once this video goes up, I will have been locked for, so by the time this video goes up, it will be 2 or 3 months that my hair has been locked. But at this moment, I'm coming up on 2 months tomorrow. It's official, I'm doing this thing. So I just wanted to come and share with you like why I decided to lock my hair, because I know that will be a question that I get further down the road, and people will see like my loose natural videos and be like, oh, what happened? She locked your hair. So just to keep a record of everything, so if any newcomers come, they can always come back to this video. And I actually wrote some things down. So 11 reasons why I decided to lock my hair. Reason number 1 being because I wanted to. It's a style I've never had before. It's a journey that I've never been on, and I feel like I've been on the natural hair journey and I've done a lot of things in the natural hair journey. So this is just an exit on the natural hair journey highway. It's like, oh, locks, here we go. It's a new journey for me. Another reason is because I felt bored with my loose natural hair, and I felt like I had done everything. As I mentioned before, I had a plethora of style. I was just like, I was bored and I wanted something new and different. And now I can do flexi rods with my locks. My third reason for choosing to lock my hair is that I prefer protective styles. Like a lot of times, like I mentioned, during the quarantine phase of the panoramic, and just in life in general, I preferred protective styles because they were just quick, easy. I felt like I always looked together and I didn't have to do too much to my hair. And I got to the point I learned my hair, I know how to take care of it and keep it moisturized and take care of my scalp and stuff like that. So I could, you know, keep it in protective styles. So, and the only negative about protective styles is you can't constantly keep it in there. You have to give your hair a break and a little bit of a breather. So so I can always keep it in protective style. So yeah, on wash day, it just became too much. It was a chore. So yeah, I decided to do 2-strand twists after doing like a lot of research. I could have done comb coils, but I figured since my hair is longer, it will be easier for me to do 2-strand twists, and that's something I can install myself. Also, doing 2-strand twists, it's an easier transition for me. And since I use 2-strand twists, I can still style them. They're at a length where I can still like put them up. I can do different styles with them, and I'm familiar with styling 2-strand twists. Have plenty of those videos about 2-strand twists up on my channel. Y'all can check those out. But it was just an easier transition for me, and right now I'm loving it. And this goes into with starting it with 2-strand twists. I started it with 2-strand twists because I could do them myself, as I mentioned. I didn't have to go to somebody or necessarily ask for help. And I wanted to do them myself because all of my natural hair journey, I've done my hair myself, except for maybe 1 or 2 times where I went and got my hair dyed by somebody else, and of course like people doing protective styles. But I had learned how to install my own protective style, so I'm just a DIY person. If there's a way that I can do it myself, I'm gonna do it myself, unless I don't want to, and then I'll pay somebody else. But I like to learn different things and try to do it on my own. I feel like that makes me more connected to the journey. I can own it. These are mine. It's just my thing. I know how to take care of my hair the best because it's on my head. So people have asked me this. My daughter Harper has a sensitive scalp and had been having scalp issues. So whenever I would style her hair with like bobos or do cornrows, or even when she had box braids, her scalp would get irritated and she would get those little tension bumps or whatever. So for the past 2 months, like quite recently after I installed my locks, I've been 2-strand twisting her hair. And a lot of people have asked me, are you locking her hair too? Is she locking her hair? And I discussed it with my husband before I even started my locks. I'm like, what are we gonna do if Harper says she wants to lock her hair? Like, how would you feel about that? You know, I was okay with it. My husband's like, oh, if she wants to lock her hair, that's cool too. Stop. Because my husband, y'all don't know this, but my husband had locks before we were married. They were down to his butt. He had them for about 7 or 8 years. He had locks. But ever since I've been styling her hair this way, because it's just less tension and less manipulation. Harper, everybody's like, is she locking her hair? Is she locking her hair? So if Harper wants to lock her hair, I will allow her to lock it. But I want her to understand what locks are. So right now, she doesn't fully understand that locks are permanent and you can't take them out. She just knows that her and mommy have the same hairstyle, right? And she likes that. So once she fully understands what locks are, and if she wants to lock them, I will do that for her because it's her hair. All right. You like your hair? You like your twists?
Yeah.
I chose small locks for more style options, and when I was doing my research, I read that 2-strand twist locks, when they're started that way, they swell up. So these look really small, but I feel like they are going to swell up just a little bit more, which will be perfect for me. So I can still style them and just do different things that you probably could do with smaller locks, but I wanted to go for a more like sleek, clean look. And yeah, because I know some people have more of like a, not freeform locks, they have more of a free look and not so tame. I want mine to be more tame. And that's not to say that locks that are like untamed are bad. I'm just saying that's just my preference. I also chose to start my lock journey because I wanted to see more hair growth for myself. I felt like my hair had gotten to a point to where it just wasn't, not that it wasn't growing, but it was just like, it had plateaued. It was like, okay, this is me, this is who I am, it's what it's gonna be. And I feel like with locks, I can actually see the hair growth journey more. Like I did see that my hair was growing when it was loose, but I was just like, okay, what else am I gonna do? It's just gonna be long, curly hair. Like, it's not gonna be nothing different or fun for me. I do plan to retwist every 6 to 8 weeks, but there's this one of my Lockspiration people that I follow on Instagram called Spirit Loves Locks, I think. I'll put her name on the screen. But she had mentioned that when you're first starting your locks, you want to start a routine and you want to retwist more frequently to establish the base. And she suggested retwisting your locks every 4 weeks when they're at the starter lock or baby lock phase. So I may retwist a little bit sooner. It has been almost 2 weeks since my last retwist, and I feel like they're holding up. There's some in the very back that I feel like I didn't twist too well, but I was able to, you know, gather the hair, untangle it, and all that stuff like that. And so that was 6 weeks. So I may go to every 4 to 5, but as my locks mature, I do plan to twist them every 6 to 8 weeks because I do like a clean retwist look. Like when I retwisted my hair, baby, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was cute. I was just like, flipping my hair all over the place. But I also liked the unkempt, untamed, non-twisted look. I liked the fuzzies and the frizz, and even with my loose natural hair, I had embraced the frizz because that's what gave me the volume. So I like both looks. So I feel like I can go a little stretch between. I'm not the person that has to be like, oh my God, I have to retwist. So I already did my first retwist. I was originally going to wait and just do a retwist like every 3 months, but my hair was getting rough and it was really tangling. So I have very kinky coily hair. So the fact that I'm not combing it and detangling it, it was getting tangled up on its own, which is a good thing when you have locks. That's awesome. And I'm so excited I don't have to worry about shed hair anymore because it's going to be trapped in my locks. But I couldn't wait 3 months. That was my original plan. And lastly, another reason why I started locks is because for me, it'll be less maintenance. Like I mentioned before, and I know people like to say locks isn't less work, but I don't have to worry about like the detangling process. I feel like I don't have to detangle and deep condition and stuff as often, and that'll also keep me from being a product junkie because most of the products that I'm using right now on my hair are things that I DIY. My oil, my rose water, my flaxseed gel, able to make them all myself. So more cost effective for me and less maintenance in the sense of I don't feel like I have to do my hair every time I go out or go in public. Because for me, this is like braids. Like I can get up in the morning and somebody is like, oh, I want to go out tonight. Okay, I can put them up in a ponytail, swoop my edges or whatever, and I'm good to go. Or I can style it in some way and I'm ready to go. I don't have to worry about, oh, let me twist it and set it and go through all those steps in the process just to look, you know, put together or like I'm going out. So for me, that's less maintenance and, you know, being able to, you know, stretch in between washes and just really focusing on my scalp and not having to worry about, you know, my loose curls and them getting tangled and all that stuff. I can just really focus on my foundation and keeping my locks moisturized. So for me, but that's it, y'all. Those are the 11 reasons why I chose to start my locks and to, I guess, just answer any questions about my lock journey. I'll give another official lock count. So I'll give another one when I do another lock update, which I'll probably do at 3 months. But that is it for today's video, beauties. Thank you so much for watching. But before you go, make sure you go down below, click that subscribe button, and right next to that, click that bell notification button so that you never miss when I post. Like I always say, it's free, it's easy, and it's fun. I'll be sure to see you in the next one, beauties. Bye.
Bye. I got lipstick on.
Bye, girl.
Alright, they asking for the queen. Look back while I twerk. No comparison.
I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, gadget.